TMNT time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the Neca Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time Shredder figure. This is the Arcade Shredder. Well, arcade meaning Turtles in Time, the arcade game, not Turtles in Time, the SNES game, because that one didn't really have Shredder. You were fighting Super Shredder in that, except for the, the Technodrome level. But I'm going too far ahead of the video game. This is the figure that, it's been out for a while in the US, I know, but they only recently rolled out the TMNT Turtles in Time figures in Europe. That's why I'm reviewing it only now. But I love my TMNT, so that's why I wanna bless you with this review, because I am the TMNT guy. Me! I am the TMNT guy! Okay, anyway. Yeah, let's have a look at Shredder. What a weird release. I don't know, this is a weird one. This is a weird one. He stands at about almost 17 centimeters to the top of his helmet, which means we are going up to 6.5, 6.6 inches tall. Size comparisons. Here's Jolter, Turtles in Time Michelangelo, SH Figure Arts Son Goku, Neca Cartoon Shredder, the original Neca Arcade Shredder, Mattel Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Darkseid. Now, as you can tell with the size comparison, this guy doesn't have any size. And the problem with that is, the original, well, in the arcade game, he's towering over the turtles. So, obviously, this is the exact same figure, well, the exact same figure as the cartoon version, with some changes here and there. But as you can tell, I just want to get this out of the way. The head sculpt is mostly the same. The helmet seems to be shaped the exact same way. Maybe like the crown on it is a little bit bigger. Yeah, the shoulder blades are bigger, and everything like with the blade stuff is bigger. And this guy doesn't have a hand because it broke off, and I have the other hands are in storage somewhere, so gotta replace that at some point. But yeah, that's basically the main body. Has not really changed from this one, and I just kind of recycled it. So that being said, it's a little bit disappointing. If you're gonna do like Arcade Shredder, then do it right. But anyway, with that out of the way, it was kind of expected to me that he wouldn't have any other size, and they would just like do the exact same Shredder figure, repaint it, and slap some extra blades on it. And that's, that's alright. It's not the worst thing in the world. As such, I do want to have a look at the detail in the figure. The head sculpt does look good. The one, it seems like the one pupil is a little bit bigger than the rest of it. But I love the pixelation. It's one of the features that NECA has done for a long time already, and it's been like one of the ideas I feel like really shines to do like, hey, we're gonna do like 16-bit, 8-bit variations of like classic video games that you all know and love, and we're gonna have our figures with that. We're just gonna do just regular figures and then just give them the extra paint job with it, and it's fine. I feel like aesthetically it looks cool. It's a great idea. So you do have the pixelation also in the chest. Then you got some of it on the blades. You got like a couple of different tones, and the paint on this one, it is clean. I don't really have much issues. There's maybe some bleeding here and there while the chest looks a bit ugly if you zoom in on the line art there. Yes, it does have those issues, but it's a NECA release, which are generally a lot cheaper, which I do tend to forgive slips like that a lot more than if I'm reviewing like an SH Figure Arts or Figma, which are a lot more expensive. Just for the guys, just for you people who don't know that, NECA figures, they cost like 25, 35 bucks or whatever. So, it's a lot less of a pain, no pun intended, if the paint isn't as good. So anyway, we got the blades on the side. They are like with the size on it. Like, at first I looked at this figure when they first released some screenshot of it. I thought it looked wonky, but now holding it in hand, it does look okay, and it does actually make sense compared to the design of the video game. And if you hear like this weird noise in the back, they're working outside, and I can't really do anything about that. Then you got the blades on the front, and also like the color variations of like a little bit more of a brownish purple going on the legs, which is just weird. Well, more like a pink tone with a brown. These two colors is just kind of like a weird mix. But overall, I mean, like, the colorization is good. And the mold of the previous Shredder already was a good one. So it's not the worst thing that they're recycling. It also has a pink cape, which doesn't have any wires, just floppy. But I prefer that over a plastic cape. For the articulation, starting off with the head, it does move back and forth pretty nicely. It does tilt side to side, and it does go all the way around. Shoulder pads are soft plastic. They're just connected to the shoulder itself. So you can lift it up. It doesn't really get into the way that much. It does pull back somewhat because it's pretty huge. You got the hinge in the shoulder, can bring that up. and rotate it on the shoulder itself. But you also have a bicep swivel for that, the double hinged elbow, and by the way, all the blade parts are not connected anywhere, so you can slide it around. Okay, never mind, I do take it back, I'm actually fake news. It does seem to be connected in there, so it doesn't rotate around with it. I kind of thought because of these things, like the ones on the side, which would be movable, that this also would move around, but I was wrong, so apologies. Then the fist is on a simple hinge, so you can bring that forward. Does rotate also all the way around. Nothing going on in the chest, which is kind of weird, but then again it looks cleaner like that, I guess. You only have a swivel in the torso area, and for the hip part, got a lot of soft plastic here and on the side, which is actually split up, so he does do the splits just fine. Does kick forward. Let me move that up. Line it up. It does go out a little bit in an angle because of the way how the cross piece is molded. And it also does go to the back. Rotation in the ball in there. And a double hinged knee. Same thing with the blades over here. Can I move those around? Those actually just move around because there is a swivel under there. I can move this up. But there is a swivel under there, so it moves around pretty nicely. Got a little bit of extra motion in that. And then you have the foot, which is on a hinge pegged in, and it does go back, but it doesn't really go forward because of all the plastic over here, which is covering it up and kind of preventing it from making any more movement. And then you have the toe hinge, also does tilt side to side beautifully, so stability on the feet is not really an issue, and it is fairly tight as well. Now look, I've been kind of knocking this figure for just being a repaint, well, kind of sort of, but you know, it's just like, I gotta say like one thing. This is one of the cases where Neca said, you know what, okay, we get it. We just repainted the Shredder, we didn't upscale his size or whatnot, and just gave him some new blades, but listen. The accessories are brand spanking new, and at least I can respect that. So we got this energy hand, which he kind of shoots, and it's actually very nicely done. It does have some holsters, like some, not really holsters, but something to peg on to his hand. And yeah, I actually especially love the fact that they just give it a little bit of a wash with the white in there. That makes it look kind of super scary, and it doesn't even look like a TMNT thing. But yes, this is absolutely an energy effect, which he did in the game. He also has this energy effect, which goes on a specific hand because there's only like the two holes in there, and also this one looks pretty nice, especially with the white in there. That really gives it this extra punch, and from what I can tell, it's just kind of like you have like the blades over there. And just kind of slide it in there, and you have, I feel like, this hand for it. It's kind of like weird how he holds it, but I mean, regardless of it, you have this kind of flame effect, and it does hold on very, very nicely, so there's no issue with it falling off. Now for the hands, you got this one with like the two fingers extended, and then one with like the middle finger extended. Just kidding, we got like the same one for the other side, and then you got two more holding hands, which are specifically for a lightsaber. Star Wars, please don't sue. You got a lightsaber, which for whatever reason, why is it green? I know it was green in the game, but why was it green in the game in the first place? It's Shredder. Why isn't it all purple or red or whatever? So there's also different shades of green, and it makes it look kind of nice, like a lightsaber. I say kind of nice because, like, personally, I would have maybe preferred it being see-through, but then again, like, you know, it makes it more colorful like that. So that's personal preference. Why is there like a dot? Is that supposed to be like that? I don't know, maybe to turn it on. Also, if you care about this stuff, you have a piece of the Statue of Liberty, the final stage of TMNT, Turtles in Time, in the back of the box. It's kind of mangled, and yeah, if you want to do some diorama stuff with that, I guess you could put them in the pose over here and be like, yay! Final thoughts for the weird arcade shredder. I know I say it's weird so many times, and it's just like a repaint, but hey, okay, listen. This figure is actually good. Because the previous release Shredder has already been a good figure, and I say the pixelated artwork really brings it to another level, and they did like some changes here and there to just at least give the illusion of it making a new figure. And I do appreciate that, alright? Also, the accessories are pretty cool. There's some new stuff in there, and overall, I don't really have much complaints about this guy other than the fact I don't feel like this is a must-have, honestly. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Shredder wants.